Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with all the news of the Montgomery County Council for this first week in March. And we begin this week with approval of a bill that would authorize the installation of cameras on county school buses to monitor vehicles that illegally pass by. With more than 100,000 students riding school buses in Montgomery County on a daily basis, it's hoped this measure will change driver behavior.
This new law will not only help promote the safety of our students, but it will also improve the working conditions of our school bus drivers, who all too often are forced to divert their attention to deal with drivers who daily overtake stop school buses.
And when these drivers make that decision to pass that school bus, they do it because, again, they think they're not going to be caught. But with these cameras in place, they're going to get caught. And if these cameras can act as a deterrent to stop these people from passing these school buses, then we've achieved the goal that we've all set out to achieve. And that is keeping our kids safe.
Last year, we did a one-day survey of MCPS bus operators. On that one day, our operators reported 1,600 incidents of being passed while their red lights were flashing. And in fact, on average, 500 forms reporting illegal passing are completed per year by each MCPS bus driver. So this is a real problem.
The shift of teacher pensions is not the only issue that has county lawmakers traveling to Annapolis this session. Officials are continuing their efforts to address proposed changes to the Maryland Maintenance of Effort law regarding education funding. Council President Roger Berliner says a bill in the House that addresses maintenance of effort reform took their pleas for help too far and could do more harm than good.
In our county, we really honor our school system and are totally committed to our school system. But the legislation that's moving forward in Annapolis right now could potentially cost us another $40 to $150 million, more than that which the school system has actually asked for. And in that context, the combination of that and the teacher pension issue, it is driving a wedge in our community that the school system on one side and everybody else on the other side. And we can't have that. That's not how we think of ourselves, and we want to embrace the totality of our community. And so that's why we're working real hard in Annapolis to try and make sure that doesn't happen.
Council members are weighing options in the plans to rebuild the Capitol Crescent Trail. The trail is used by more than 23,000 residents each week and would be destroyed when construction of the Purple Line begins. Rebuilding the trail would require the expansion of the tunnel that runs beneath Wisconsin Avenue to protect runners and bicyclists from cars. That modification could cost $50 million.
All these things are connected. We're trying to create a safe urban environment for people. The trail and users for the trail have been there for a long, long time, and we've made this promise to them over and over and over. I am not shocked that it costs a lot of money, and nor is the community that it costs a lot of money. This is the way of all things, but you got to plan for the future, and I think this is one of those costs we should have to face up to.
And finally, the council took time during its regular session to recognize Rachel Carson Elementary School for being named a Maryland Blue Ribbon School. The program recognizes high-performing and/or improved schools in the areas of math and reading.
The Blue Ribbon Award is not an easy one to come by, and I know that because the emphasis has been on what you do with kids every day, you end up getting the great results, right? And so those kinds of scores just reflect the kind of passion you have for teaching our kids at a really high level.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Council in Brief. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for tuning in.